In the shadowy depths of the Amazon basin, an ancient, sinuous titan lurks beneath the dense canopy, the anaconda. This colossal serpent, a masterpiece of evolutionary efficiency, glides silently through murky waters with lethal grace. But beneath the shimmering scales that dazzle the eye lies a gruesome secret. One anaconda, seemingly majestic at first glance, is marred by a grotesque festering wound, an open abyss crawling with parasites, a living nightmare etched into flesh. This horrific sight might shock you, an unreal tableau of nature's darker side, where survival becomes an unrelenting battle against microscopic invaders that transform a deadly predator into a host for death itself. The wound, large and ragged, is more than a simple injury. It's an epicenter of infestation, a battleground where countless parasites wage war on the serpent's body. These parasites, from tiny larvae burrowing deep into tissue, to minute crustaceans latching onto the skin, feed, multiply and reproduce inside the anaconda's flesh, turning it into a grotesque landscape of decay and infestation. The skin bulges, eruptions and boils form clusters, weeping a dark cocktail of pus and blood, while the smell of rot and infection permeates the humid air. The anaconda's scales, generally smooth and gleaming like polished emerald, are now dull, mottled, and cracked, hosting an army of creatures thriving on its misery. Parasite infestation in anacondas is a complex and brutal reality. These parasites can be external or internal, ranging from leeches and mites clinging to the scales to nematodes and trematodes burrowing in the heart of the African savanna. Under the relentless sun, a zebra stands, a creature once a living mosaic of black and white stripes, now marred by a ghastly tableau of decay and infestation. A hideous wound gapes across its flank, raw and pulsating with the sinister rhythm of life sustained by death. This is no ordinary injury. It is a festering battleground where nature's most insidious parasites hold court, an intimate, grotesque dance of survival and torment. As the camera zooms closer, the viewer is confronted with a horrifying scene. The skin around the lesion is swollen, red with irritation, and glistening unnervingly as it oozes a thick, yellowish pus, a nutrient-rich stew that draws scores of insects to feast. Flies swarm with relentless fervor, their buzzing a constant reminder of the zebra's vulnerability. Larvae, white and writhing, burrow into the flesh, consuming it from within in a slow, merciless siege. The air is heavy with the scent of rot and chemical secretions, a cocktail of nature's biochemical warfare. This infestation is a complex ecological phenomenon. The primary perpetrators are botflies, flying marauders that lay eggs on the zebra's skin. When the warmth of the animal's body hatches the eggs, maggots burrow beneath the surface, creating painful, raised boils called warbles. These internal parasites feed on tissue, causing intense discomfort and secondary infections that invite other opportunistic insects. Blowflies find the festering wounds irresistible, laying their own eggs near the lesion, perpetuating a vicious cycle of invasion and decay. Insects, in this grim narrative, are both predators and recyclers, a duality often lost to the casual observer. While the infestation devastates the zebra's body, it also plays a critical role in the ecosystem, breaking down dead tissue and preventing bacterial overgrowth from spreading unchecked. The zebra, however, is trapped in this hellish middle ground, alive but tormented, a victim of both biological necessity and misfortune. Beyond the physical horror lies an unsettling truth about the fragile balance between living beings. This zebra's gruesome plight is a stark reminder of nature's indifference. Survival comes at a cost, and evolution doesn't offer mercy. Each insect, in the heart of the vast prairie, where the sun scorches the earth and the wind whispers secrets of the wild, a majestic bison roams. But this is no ordinary bison. Its once powerful frame is marred by a horrific wound. a gaping cavity of pulsating flesh and writhing insects. This grotesque sight invites both horror and fascination as we delve into the dark world of wasp infestation that has claimed this noble creature. As we observe, the bison stands listlessly, its eyes reflecting a haunting mix of pain and confusion. This wound, a wasp nest embedded deep within its skin, is a testament to nature's cruel and unyielding hand. The bison, a symbol of strength and resilience, now becomes a canvas for the sinister artistry of parasitic wasps, whose larvae feast on its living tissue, a macabre dance of life and death unfolding in real time. Wasps, often misunderstood as mere pests, play a complex role in the ecosystem. The female wasp, driven by an instinct as primal as survival itself, seeks out a host to ensure the continuation of her lineage. In this case, the bison, with its thick hide and massive frame, becomes an unwitting victim. The wasp lays its eggs within the bison's flesh, and as the larvae hatch, they begin to consume the host from the inside out. The bison's body becomes a living tomb, a grotesque nursery where life and decay intertwine in a shocking display of nature's brutality. The wound festers, attracting more wasps, and the cycle perpetuates, each generation of wasps contributing to the bison's slow demise. This unsettling scenario raises questions about the balance of nature and the often grim realities that govern it. In the tranquil waters of the ocean, a serene beauty often masks the grim reality that lurks beneath the surface. Imagine a dolphin, an emblem of intelligence and grace, now caught in a distressing plight. Its body, usually a sleek symbol of agility, bears the weight of suffering, a horrific wound ravaged by a relentless army of muscles. As we zoom in on this astonishing creature, we unveil not just the physical damage but also the unsettling story of its affliction, drawing viewers into the tangled web of nature, life, and the often grim consequences of our actions. The dolphin, with its playful eyes and graceful flips, has become a tragic victim of a peculiar phenomenon known as mussel infestation. At first glance, one might expect to see the typical complement of a healthy sea mammal, but amidst the jubilant water, our unfortunate friend bears the mark of an insidious invasion. The creature's skin, once free of blemishes, is now peppered with what seem like disastrous barnacles, portly, uninvited guests anchored firmly to its flesh. Underneath the surface, a biological war rages on, a grim testament to survival of the fittest, or perhaps a chilling reflection of environmental imbalance. Mussels, while seemingly innocuous in their natural habitat, can embody a sinister aspect when unchecked in numbers. When environmental conditions favor their explosive reproduction, they swarm on surfaces, forming dense clusters that can suffocate their host. In this case, the dolphin, once a top predator, now becomes a host for countless freshwater mussels, victims of in the vast, unforgiving plains where bison roam with an ancient majesty. There exists a darker, grimmer reality beneath their towering strength and thick hides. Picture a bull bison standing resolute against the wind, its powerful muscles rippling beneath a fur coat stained and torn by a grotesque enemy parasites. But this is no mere nuisance. It is a horror story etched in wounds, a landscape of decay and infestation painted literally on the creature's flesh. The bison bears a festering, gaping wound, a cavernous pit riddled with crawling larvae and writhing maggots that gnaw incessantly at raw, exposed tissue. Its skin, once a formidable armor of dense hair, hangs in shredded tatters around the injury, revealing layers of necrotic tissue where life has long begun to retreat. The fetid aroma of decay mingles with the acrid scent of inflammation, a brutal testament to the ongoing struggle for survival between beasts and parasite. This, dear viewer, is nature stripped bare, a story of survival and surrender where the line between predator and prey blurs. Parasite infestations on bison, while repugnant and visceral, are not mere aberrations, but a part of the ecological dance, a grim reminder of the precarious balance of life. The primary culprits here are flesh-eating larvae, often the offspring of buttflies or blowflies. which lay eggs on the bison's skin or in wounds created by environmental wear, accidents, or other diseases. Once hatched, these tiny parasites bore into the soft tissues, secreting enzymes that dissolve the host's flesh, creating fever in the desolate peaks of the Himalayas, where the air is thin and the landscape is as unyielding as the creatures that call it home. A snow leopard prowls, embodying the very essence of wilderness. But beneath this majestic facade lies a grim reality, a story twisted through the threads of nature's macabre tapestry, a horrific parasitic wound festering on its flank. This ghastly flower clings to the animal's fur with a death grip, its roots burrowing deep into the flesh, siphoning nutrients, and leaving a trail of decay in its wake. The snow leopard's once proud coat, a beautiful blend of silver and black, is now marred by this grotesque symbiosis, a vivid reminder of the harsh struggles of survival. The flower, a parasitic monstrosity known as Rafflesia, thrives at the expense of its host, a testament to nature's capacity for ruthless hardship. Its presence is not merely a botanical aberration, but a phenomenon that speaks to the silent horror of